Hi ladies and queens and young girls, thank you for tuning into Miss Virtuous Karen Vlog. My name is Shadron. I am tuning into with you all today to talk a little bit about different tips to prepare yourself for college or your university while you're seeking out your undergraduate degree or your master's, which is the same as a graduate degree, and or your doctor's degree, or it can even be a certification or a trade, anything of that such. But I want to give you all a few tips to take with you along your journey, also into your actual personal life and your life of your career regarding work, your education. These tips you can actually use daily throughout your career path. Now, tip number one is clearly just a pen. I recommend a black or blue pen and a notepad. Ladies, I also recommend getting yourself a diary and start journaling. Journaling is very important while you're in school, and not just in school, but while you're working, not while you're working, maybe while you're a parent or while you're parenting. If you're not a parent yet, ladies, okay, that's understandable. Girls, I get you. For the young girls, I highly recommend a diary. Start journaling. That way, when it's time for you to maybe communicate and be in front of the class, you know how to communicate properly. You know how to speak. You know how to make eye contact. You know how to do different things of that such to make sure you are prepared for your future. So, young girls, I recommend a diary. To my women and queens, my ladies, I highly recommend getting you a notepad or a journal, or you can get you a diary, but get you a nice size one where it's almost to the point where you have college rule size lines on that paper or in that journal or in that notepad. With that being said, yes, going back to like I said about note taking, you want to make sure you have a notepad and a journal and a pen always. Why? Because throughout college, throughout your university, you're going to have professors that require you to do a lot of note taking. Professors may consider that it's engaging in the course. Some professors may consider that information or answers to a quiz or exam later on within the course. And some professors just look at that as an easy A for students because they're listening and they're engaging into the course and they want to learn. It just help the professor to get to know you also a little bit better. Tip number two, I highly recommend sitting in front of the course, sitting in front of the class. Yes, everybody can't sit in front of the class. I understand that. But the early bird gets the worm. So if you get to class early, class starts at 5:30, you get to class at 5 o'clock. Sit in front of the class. Don't be scared. Don't be ashamed. You want to make sure that you sit in front of the class, take notes, do diligently. You want to make sure that you ask questions. The professor asks questions. You try to answer those questions. Don't try to, give your classmates the opportunity to answer as well. But also make sure you answer those questions, because once again, that could be points towards a letter grade later on if your teacher seen that you was engaging and interactive with her lectures or his lectures, and to just make sure you understand the material. That let them know that you care about being there. Tip number three, I would highly recommend doing all homework assignments and make sure you read. If they give you a book that's required for that course, read the book. Don't wait till weeks later or the week of that the chapter or the reading may be due. You trying to cram all that understanding in one day, 1 week. No, literally the first day, look at your syllabus and see when each chapter should be read for that week and what is required as far as assignments for that week. That way you're better prepared a week in advance. You're better prepared overall. That's tip number three as far as preparation, preparing yourself and making sure you're doing your assignments on time in order to get that great letter grade that you need and want. You have to use those three tips. Young girls, I highly recommend. Not something you guys might get assigned seats. That's understandable. If not, try your best to sit in the front seat. Like I said, no, everybody and not everyone can sit in the front row, the front seats of the class. The ones that's supposed to will And the ones that's not, which I pray to God that's never the case, but the ones that's not, they will start swaying away towards the back, or they will stop coming to class. My 3 tips, and my tips for success, for being a successful college student and or graduate student and or doctoral student, or just to help you in your everyday life or lifestyle. You can carry these tips anywhere you go in the world. But I highly recommend taking in everything that I said, utilizing the information to the best of your ability. And I promise you, if you use those 3 tips, notepad, journal, pen. Number 2 is sitting in front of the class. And number 3 is making sure you get all your assignments and readings done. If you do those 3 basic tips, ladies and queens and young girls, you all will be successful in any higher educational realm that you reach, because you took the due diligence to do what was needed for you to be successful. And my last goal, build that relationship with your professors. I'm gonna say that again. Build a relationship with your professors. It don't have to be nothing that's uncomfortable to you. When I say build a relationship with your professors, that means introduce yourself maybe at the end of class. Ask questions at the end of class or before class. Email your professors to let them know you appreciate being in the classroom, or do they have any hours for tutoring or anything of that such. Your professor, and that will help you to be active and consistent in your overall daily lifestyle. Might be, I pray to God that the 3 tips that I shared with you today help you in your overall success of school. Once again, I love you all. I pray that everyone had a great day. Much blessings to you all. And once again, sisters, continue to help each other, inspire each other, help each other to grow, help each other to be more than queens, help each other to just want to be a better product to our society and our cultures. Just continue to spread love unconditionally, because love is the way. Bye.